While it can be a lot of fun to always play for the good team, sometimes players want to dig a little deeper into the darker territory of storytelling. Many games excel in showcasing the fact that evil is not as simple as it may seem, and the many gray areas of life and people alike. These next games showcase those more morally gray characters and how they manage to stay relatable even as they perform occasionally despicable acts. Number 5. Overlord. While on the surface, Overlord is a game about being cartoonishly evil, the story and the characters prove that there is much more to the story. Sure, the protagonist orders bands of goblins to pillage towns, but the why is extremely important here. In the game's world, halflings have become overindulgent in food, growing to extreme sizes while consuming anything in their wake. Elves have become corrupted, gnomes obsessed with greed, and other similar fantasy concepts completely flipped on their head. Given the player's choices for good or evil, the game consistently poses the question of who is really the bad guy here? Number 4. God of War. Kratos has gone through quite the journey over the years, starting out as a mortal Spartan warrior and ending up as an actual deity. From the start, many things are not what they seem to be. The gods of the game's version of Greece are far from helpful, and whatever assistance does comes either with a price or a secret agenda. Ultimately, even the protagonist unleashes so much blood and destruction that players get to wonder, at what point does Kratos become that which he has spent so much time trying to destroy? Number 3. Grand Theft Auto 5. The Grand Theft Auto series has always excelled in portraying fantastic anti-heroes, harsh and interesting characters that are just trying to get what's theirs in the world. The latest entry has gone deeper than any of the previous games, creating multiple playable characters, each with their own questionable motivations and personalities. Is Michael a good guy? Hardly, but he does try for the sake of his family. Is Franklin justified in his outbursts? Far from it, but his undying loyalty and genuine love for his friends is something that makes him a fan favorite. Is Trevor? No, Trevor is just a bad dude. He is lovable, though. Number 2. Dishonored. Dishonored is a gripping revenge story with so many twists and betrayals that it becomes incredibly difficult to distinguish friend from foe. The protagonist Corvo is constantly berated with the choice between good and evil, with the world reflecting the player's choices at every turn. Those posing as Corvo's allies betray him at crucial moments, and many things he believed to be true have been destroyed, pushing him to his very limit. On top of that, the mysterious outsider is so vague in his intentions that it is outright impossible to place him anywhere on the hero-villain scale. Number 1. BioShock. Would you kindly? To this day, many players remember the incredible line that comes right before the climactic finale of the first BioShock game. It beautifully encapsulates the experience of the entire story, how everything that the hero believed was a lie. The helpful Atlas who seemed to guide the player throughout the entire game turns out to be Frank Fontaine, a conniving, manipulating antagonist who has been controlling the player from the start without their knowledge. Is the main character the hero or the villain? Is it the city's architect who is at fault, or those that have ruined Rapture? Whatever the case may be, the beautiful subversion of everything the player knows is one of the greatest moments in gaming. So, we have shared with you top 5 games that subvert the hero-villain dynamic. Hope they will be useful to you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.